Hey guys, and welcome to a reflection of the week. I hope your week is going well. I hope your week has gone well. I hope your week's been blessed, and I hope your upcoming week is even more blessed. And I hope you're all good. And I hope you've listened to my last reflection of the week, which was on community. This sort of follows on from that, right? I read an article. Oh, I should probably start by telling you what my reflection of the week is. My reflection of the week is nothing beats a real connection. Like focus on real, bold, real. I was reading an article today and it's basically saying that AI is going to be used in a way to essentially amplify Instagram so it's on the same level as TikTok. And what I mean by that, if you are a content creator, you know it's not always easy, but you can make a TikTok post and you'll get like a decent amount of views compared to an Instagram reel. So like you might post and in like an hour you've got 700 views, whereas that same post on Instagram will have like 20. So there's a stark difference in the numbers. Meta are looking into inflating numbers using AI, and what that means is they will have AI profiles, essentially fake profiles that will they will watch your content so your numbers will go up. And they say this will work because people don't really care who is watching their content. They care how many people are watching their content. So if you have 10k views on a profile, obviously I'm inflating numbers for dramatic effect, and 8k of those are AI, you are not going to care because you still have 10k views, and that is going to give you those endorphins and get you excited like, yeah, I'm going to make more content and put more out on Instagram. And also because we're in a generation where people don't like to set trends. And what I mean by that is people don't like to support other people until they see other people supporting them, right? So once they see that your content has 10k views, then real people will start to comment and engage with that content because they're like, well, other people are, so I will. It wasn't quite clear if you will know like, oh, okay, 80% of this is AI. I don't know. It's just about knowing that your views will go up, your engagement will go up, whether it's with real followers or AI. I don't know. And I just found that so interesting because this obviously is going to come from studying consumer behavior, and they know, like they were very the article shows they were very confident that this will work. And I guess it shows with TikTok as well. I'm not sure if TikTok is doing this already, but a lot of people moving over to TikTok, and the person, like the more average person, being okay to just post on TikTok every day whatever they're doing and feeling comfortable because it's likely to get some views as opposed to Instagram. If you feel if it doesn't hit certain markers, there's no point because it's not going to get that engagement. I've said a lot. But I think what I found really interesting was the fact that we're slipping, guys. I don't know, we're slipping. The fact that two things. I think first, obviously, just wanting any engagement no matter what. And obviously we see it with jumping on trends and doing ooh, creating content that you know is going to get a rise out of people, things like that. But this is next step. Oh, and another reason why I find it interesting because I thought we were moving on to this community phase when everyone's about building a community on the using their brand to build a community. And silly me, I was thinking that was because like we're trying to move back into that phase of like community is important, right? We want to feel connected, even if it's online. We want to feel connected. We want to feel seen. But if we're using AI to build our communities, then that's not why then. It's because community just means more people. More people means more numbers. It's just numbers. And that's disappointing to me. And again, sometimes I think I live in a bit of a la la land because I'm like, oh my gosh. Whereas I know as someone who works in social, this is probably like, oh, this is really good. This means more people driving more traffic to these channels, getting Instagram up and running again as a content creator. Yes, I'm going to see these numbers on my reels. I should be excited. It doesn't excite me. And it could be because of the content that I make. When I'm sitting down and writing content, it's because I want to engage with a person. I want a person to know that they are seen, that I hear them. Try these tips. This has worked for me. You're not the only person going through this. Not no AI. I guess on the flip side, it could be that maybe if there is a person who is in that stage where they're ready to hear how to heal, but maybe my content's not been pushed out to them. Maybe the AI will make it so it is. Or there could be benefits, and maybe this was obviously just an initial article, but these are my feelings. Yeah, I think it saddens me that it's all about numbers and views and engagement as opposed to whatever service like you want. And, do you know what I think? I think content creators will actually agree with me. I think they will be like, no, we are building a community. I think maybe platforms, um, maybe like digital marketing entities will like this, but because obviously, if you are a social media manager for a large company and numbers are inflating, that always looks good. Whereas maybe the actual content creator, like you, a self-employed content creator, um, will feel how I feel and be like, do you know what? Um, yeah, I don't like that. What has this got to do with healing, you may ask? Here's a segue. I think for me, it's one of those moments for me when I'm realizing that this healing journey is working. Because I think old me, who when I started this would have been really excited by that announcement and thought, oh, I'm gonna get more traction on my page. It will look like to people who may be preying me and seeing that her numbers aren't doing that well, it's gonna look like I'm hitting certain milestones. I unhealed me would have been happy about that because it looked a certain way. Whereas healing journey me does not care how things look. I care about my message hitting the right person. So this was a reflection to me that it's changing. And again, this does not mean that if you are healing, but like numbers, like no, this is a very personal experience to me because of where I have come from and where my triggers have come from. So it directly relates to the fact that I don't need approval or I don't need numbers inflation like to feel successful. That inflated numbers to feel successful. That is big for me. So that is my reflection. I guess in there, I've let you know also what's going on socials as well. So you're welcome. You're welcome. But I'll be back with another reflection of the week next week. I'm very sure it will likely be more about actual healing and mental health. There's definitely a connection here, and I could go in deeper, but I do like to keep these short. There's definitely a mental health connection there if we really think about it. But I'm gonna keep it short and brief. And that is my reflection that connections, real connections, to me are priceless. You can't pay for those and and to me that will never be outdated, no matter what. Have a lovely week and I will see you next week for another reflection.